I love using Tyvek in my journals, and making a soft-cover journal is the plan for the Whimsical Storyteller Hop. The design team of 5 creators will be putting together videos and reels from June 9th through the 30th. We have 2 break days each week to help everyone keep up and lots of breathing room. If you follow along, you'll be able to win prizes if you find the secret phrase that will go along with each video or reel. Follow along, win prizes, and let's create some great pieces. Hi everyone, Patty here. I am a design queen for Inkandmemories Facebook group. I will be using Dodoquill Blueberry Fairy portraits. I picked 2 girls from this collection that both have white hair. My hair's more gray than white or platinum, but these 2 will be my main focus. All of the girls are darling, and they may show up in my journal as we go along. I also will be using paperomia Sakura, 21 digital pages for the backgrounds. These pages are gorgeous with soft pink cherry blossoms, vintage textures, and elegant backgrounds, perfect for my journal. I printed them out on 28-pound paper, portrait direction. I plan to cut these in half and then fold them. I didn't print them double-sided as I wanted to glue a page to the back to make pockets. I'll do most of that off camera as I cut the white border off and glue pages, ink edges, and put my pages together for signatures. Let's put a cover on this journal. If you're interested in making a journal cover like this one, check out my Etsy site and you'll find an ebook with 7 Tyvek projects and Tyvek to purchase. I have this stamp that is called Wonderful Window 515J by Penny Black. I used to be a card maker and have lots of stamps. Now I primarily make journals and use my stamps to add interest to my pages. Ink the stamp with black archival ink onto cardstock. Cut this out. I cut the window panes out also. My X-Acto knife was too dull, so I used a hole punch and punched a hole in the center of each pane, and then used sharp scissors to cut out each pane. I measured the window and cut a piece of acetate to fit behind the window pane. Now to add a little watercolor to the window pane to give it some depth. Just a light blue and a dark blue around the edges, like I was using the watercolor to ink the edges. If I got too heavy with the watercolor, I used a baby wipe to gently wipe the extra off. I added a little watercolor onto the acetate and blue and yellow to show a hint of color. Alcohol inks would work great to add a little color to the acetate, but I chose to use watercolor. You might not see it too well. Add double-sided tape all around the window to add the acetate to the window pane. I had to trim the excess tape off from around the window as my tape was a little too wide. This is the girl I want to put behind the window, looking out. Her eyes and lips fit perfectly in the window pane. Trim off any excess from around the top of the window pane. I was trying different laces behind the window pane to add some texture. I wanted white, but this cream was a better size. Glue this down in the place you want, centered onto the front of the journal. I checked the location before I added the glue. I did add the glue only around the edge of the window, so I could add a tag at a later time behind the window. I found a couple books to add some weight to the cover to get the piece to adhere to the journal cover. I found these 2 books today at the thrift store. I'm always looking for books that will be great in my journals. The herb book has gorgeous pen and ink drawings that will be perfect for journal pages. Maybe not for this journal, but will work for one in the future. This perennial book has great pictures, and I found several that I could rip out and cut in half and fold to fit perfectly in this journal. I had to tear around the edges to get them to fit the smaller journal I'm working on. The tear ruler worked great to get them to size. Now to get the Sakura pages glued together, making pockets between the pages. Some pages I glued together on the top and bottom of the page, so the pocket would be from the side. If I glue on the sides and the bottom of the page, the pocket would be from the top of the page. I did 5 or 6 pages in each direction. Ink the edges. I'm using Vintage Photo. When gluing the pages together, make sure you have both pages facing up. Do this to all your pages, deciding how many pages you're going to have and how many signatures. Put them in order, ready for sewing into your cover. I fussy cut a cherry blossom from one of the pages, plus I cut a piece of cheesecloth to fit under the blossom and layered this on top of the lace and a corner of the window pane. Of course, ink those edges around the flower. Add a little glue to the corner of the window and adhere the blossom to the cover. Pull the cheesecloth so it is sticking out all around the edges. Add more glue to make sure it is glued and won't come up. I sewed the signatures into the cover off camera, as the main focus of this video is creating the journal and introducing my characters. I haven't given them names yet, but I will, because I love coming up with a story for my journals when I do a flip through at the end, so you will have to watch and keep up with the videos and reels on Instagram and Facebook to find the hidden words and watch as the story unfolds. Bye now.